Hello and welcome back to Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game. Last time, we did it! We fought Mad Bomber Blade on Ultimate Mode, which means we beat all of the villains that I'm going to show off. Obviously, we didn't take on Cosmic Omnitron in Ultimate Mode, but I've already addressed why I'm not doing that. I'll have to do it on my own at some point if I want the achievement, but I'm not going to sit here and have to all do it all at once and then have to get the recording set up. It's just not worth it. There is some consensus online that he's the hardest villain in the whole game, including all the expansion stuff, but like not in a fun way. So for the finale, I figured I'd show you guys one last piece of cheese. So here, I'm gonna pick Omnitron here. Not Cosmic Omnitron, just regular Omnitron. I want the 100 HP because I want to be able to show this off. We're not taking Legacy. We're taking Haka, Tachyon, Wraith, Tempest. If I really wanted to speed this up, I could also take Visionary, which I'm going to. And what I'm going to be doing here, let's go to Atlantis, because it is my favorite. Well, no, let's go to Insula Primalis, actually. After last time, I'm tired of not being able to play the cards I want to. And what we're going to do is we are going to become completely invincible. We don't need Legacy, because we're not going to be taking any damage, so we don't need to be defeating the villain particularly quickly. As with the setup against Voss, it does take a little bit of setup to get going, but once it's going, you pretty much can't lose. We've already got half of it in hand. So let's do that. Let's see, we've got a ground pound in hand. All right, we're still missing a lot of pieces of this. Do I have aquatic correspondence? No. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get Tempest set up. We're going to need both of our Reclaim from the Deeps. That is very important. Don't need ground pound just yet. Alright. I know that Healybot can get a little bit out of hand when there's more than one bot, but I don't really care how much HP Omnitron has. It's not going to matter in the end. Interesting, we have 2 Lightspeed Barrages in our opening hand. Went with normal Tachyon. Yes. I kind of miss seeing normal Tachyon. You know scientific Tachyon is my favorite, but I don't know. I just kind of missed her. I missed her white outfit. Let's get that in play. And that. And I guess we might as well start doing some damage. Yeah, I picked Omnitron because he has a lot of health and we can show this off without having to worry about killing him first. So let's just play like normal for a little bit. We can always hold back later if we need to. Wow, I can't believe that this Let's Play is over. It's not any longer than my other 2 Let's Plays. In fact, it's like considerably shorter, but I think just because of the repetitive nature of it, it feels like I've been doing this forever. It just feels like I've been doing this for a really, really long time. And as I was doing it, gross. As I was doing it, I was also finishing up a semester of grad school. I was finishing up a major part of like work. I just had so much going on. It feels like this is the Let's Play that never ends. And as much as I love to play Sentinels and feel like I could really just play it all day, every day, I'm not entirely sad to see it go. I think, well, I don't know, but perhaps doing it the way I did, where I did all of the modes on all of the villains, may have been a bit of a mistake. I don't know. I think it was probably fine, but I wonder if it got a little bit too repetitive. Let me know how you feel about that, because I absolutely want to do the rest of the expansions at some point. I'm going to take a bit of a break from that, of course. Not ready for that yet. Probably won't be for a while. But if I do that again, there's one card we need. I wonder if I'm going to do it the same way. Because it was a lot for me, and I hope it didn't feel too repetitive for the people watching. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was really exciting to watch. See the gradual progression of things just naturally getting more difficult. Either way, if I do decide to mix things up for the next expansion, I have time. I'm not planning on doing that for a while. Yeah, we'll do that. The raptors are okay for like a turn or two, but eventually we do need to get rid of them. Perfect. All right. We're set up. We're ready to go. I think we're not quite ready to... Are we ready to go? I think we are, actually. Well, terraforming. Do my job for me. I don't know if we have enough cards in hand to effectively be able to use ground pound yet. If you haven't been able to guess, the card I'm looking for with Wraith is obviously Throat Jab. I'm sure you can already see how this is happening. Let's see. Do we have enough cards to really use ground pound? Not really. I would rather have either more cards for Haka or a Throat Jab before I really get going with this. There's really not a whole lot I want to play with Visionary. Or either another Throat Jab or a Hypersonic Assault. That would also do the job. We have more than one of them. But yeah, the idea here, well, you'll see. Let's draw some cards. There's a second ground pound. Sheesh. Come on. Oh my god. There we go. I think if we can't get another card from Tachyon or Wraith, I think we're okay to just start now. Yeah, we're good, because Haka will also draw a couple more cards before this goes down. So let's do that, and then on Haka's next turn, he's going to play ground pound. I mean, I guess we might as well get rid of that. No, please do not discard that. We like that card. Alright. Okay. We are pretty much set up and ready to go. I hope he enjoys doing his last few points of damage, because it's not going to last. Alright. What you got for us, Insula Primalis? Primordial Plant Life. Just gotta get one more in before the end, eh? Figures. Doesn't really matter what he plays here. He could play the Electropulse explosive for all we care. It doesn't matter anymore. Because... I'll still look for Throat Jab. Didn't get it. Alright. We are now... Well, hold on. Let me at least say it with proper timing. Ah. Okay. There we go. That's a lot better for ground pound, especially double ground pounds. Alright. I'm even going to take that damage because we are now invincible. Well, we're sort of invincible. As new targets come out, they're still going to be doing more damage. This maybe actually wasn't the best villain to demonstrate this against. But you can see how this is basic, and there's the Throat Jab. You can see how this is basically cheating. So what we're going to do is Tempest is going to be playing Reclaim from the Deeps every turn. And we're going to be playing a no damage card every turn. So regardless of what happens, All three in hand. Just regardless of what happens, we pretty much just win. You can obviously see the use for this. It has applications pretty much across the board, even though I'm not going to be redoing ground pound, which is how you'd be completely invincible. But even without doing that, you can see this has use against any villain. It goes through somebody like a Dawn who can blow up your cards, because it doesn't matter if you blow up cards because these are all one-shots anyway. And it's just a very, very useful piece of tech if you're ever having an exceptionally difficult time against something and you just want to win. And that's it. I mean, it's obviously the battle's not over, but this is pretty much a victory lap at this point. We're never going to have to kill those bots. Anything big that he brings out is really just going to die immediately. And that's just kind of it. It was Tachyon who played that. Yeah, so now we put that on top of her deck. And Tachyon's got her... the pushing the limits. So it doesn't even matter that she's not going to be drawing cards anymore. Yeah, this was not the best villain to demonstrate this against because Omnitron himself doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. I wanted to have the big HP just in case we got really unlucky and we couldn't get set up for a while. But this maybe wasn't the best way to show this. That's alright. It's the finale. I mostly just kind of wanted to do something silly while also showing something off that somebody might be able to learn something from. So that's exactly what I did. Just a nice little cooldown. And now we'll just go all out, beat this as quickly as we can. I'm not even scared of that Electropulse explosive because we're just gonna ground pound next turn. Actually, no, we're gonna... Yeah, oh man. I hadn't even thought of that. Visionary makes this go even faster. We don't even... Well, we do need to reclaim from the deeps, but having Visionary means we don't even need to rely on her to draw her own cards. That's cool. That's a burst. Because obviously Throat Jab only hits the villain, which is not going to help us with this. Well, it doesn't only hit the villain, it only hits one target, which is not exactly what we've been going for. But, you know, you get the overarching theme that I had for this, for this game. Take little damage. Unfortunately, this team doesn't do huge damage, so we are going to have to sit here and let it play out. But we do have all three of our Lightspeed barrages. I did not mean to do that. I meant to let that stay out. Come on. Take the damage. We do have all three Lightspeed barrages in hand, so as soon as we're actually ready for them, that'll be a nice finisher. Dino Island doesn't really do anything scary. I'll just use this. Not that that's doing any damage to us anyway, but we can hit all three of these guys. Alright. Let's see. No, I'll keep that, I guess. Alright. How quickly can we do damage? That'll probably help. At least Wraith and Tempest do big damage. And throwing knives. Wow, we took it out anyway. Boy, I should have picked a harder fight. This is not demonstrating this technique very well. But, you know, at least I showed you how to do it. Let's do that. Nice to hang out in Dinosaur Island again. Oh, whoa, I forgot to... Alright, so Tempest actually forgot to do his thing, but that's alright, because we'll play Throat Jab next turn. We'll just skip that. We can afford to be taking this damage because of what we've been doing. Kind of, actually. Maybe I should just start doing ground pounds instead. I might do that. Finally, something for Visionary to do. Get rid of that. We'll ground pound next turn. I think I'll throat jab this turn. We got options. That's why I went with the team that I did. We got options. I think it is finally time to get rid of that, though. Let's play that. No HUD goggles. How many bursts are in my trash right now? 9, 18, 27. Alright, so not enough. But soon it will be enough. Alright, so there's currently nothing he can really do to hurt me. His bots will come out, unfortunately. I'm just playing this out as if I were showing this off against a good enemy for this. See, this is what happens when I don't play test my games. I don't notice stuff like this. That's alright, though. I really wanted this just to be a casual game, kind of off the cuff. I was considering doing a random game, and I kind of wish I could, but unfortunately, you can't turn the variance off for random games, and that would have been really, really spoilery. Like, it shows heavy story spoilers for anybody who cares about stuff outside of the core set. So I didn't want to do that. Alright. I think I'm going to play my Lightspeed Barrages this turn. If it doesn't finish him off, it's going to get him close enough that I think Tempest probably can. Yeah, let's let Tachyon discard a burst. HUD goggles. Let's discard that. And ground pound. Just in case. Just in case this doesn't actually take him out. I think it will, though. Don't forget, we do need to kill all of the devices. So we are going to have to get rid of the Electropulse Explosive as well. Alright, Tachyon. Hold on. That was, again, a little bit of a misclick there. HUD goggles. Fleet of foot. Lightning reflexes. Lightspeed barrage. Kapow. Lightspeed barrage. Kapow. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play all three of them. That's alright. Yeah, discard it. We are currently immune to damage, so doesn't really matter. Let's see. Sure. I'm pretty sure the throwing knives are going to take out the Pterodactyl Thief. And Tempest will kill Omnitron with his base power. Or with Grievous Hailstorm. Yeah. Do the most damage we can. Let's see. Oh, nope, we win. That was a fun way to beat Omnitron. Alright, and that's it. Let's play over. I hope you enjoyed this little bonus, not really a bonus episode, but this little fun cooldown lap, we'll call it. I have another Let's Play in mind. I think there's going to be a little bit of a break. The next thing I want to play, I'm trying to follow kind of a pattern of like little obscure game that not a lot of people know about, and then a mainstream game, and then an obscure game. So the next game I'm going to play is going to be a mainstream game. It is a game that at one point in time I would have called a little bit more on the, not obscure, but a little more on the niche side, but certainly not anymore. There's your hint. We'll see what you make of that. Well, that's it for Sentinels of the Multiverse. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. And with any luck, I'll see, if not all of you, at least some of you guys, for whatever we've got coming next. Bye-bye.